Hello dear viewers, today we shall be talking about chi-square test or test of association. It is also called as test of association because it tells the association between two categorical variables. So what is it? The chi-square test is a hypothesis test that is used when you want to determine if there is a relationship between two categorical variables. But how we do calculate chi-square test using SPSS? That will be looking and that will be learning in this video today. So let's understand that what is the categorical variable. I have got two categorical variables here. One is I have taken one example over here through which you can understand well. So is there a relationship between gender and preferred Indian newspaper? Both gender and Indian newspaper, they are categorical variables. So for gender, I have taken one as a male and two as a female, and then I have five kind of newspapers, preferred Indian newspapers. So how we define our hypothesis here in this chi-square test? Our hypothesis is the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis of chi-square test of independence can be expressed as the null is gender is associated with preferred Indian newspaper. Our null hypothesis is there that gender is associated. There is association between gender and preferred Indian newspaper. On the other hand, our alternative hypothesis is that gender is not associated with preferred Indian newspaper. So two hypotheses are there. Now we are going to see in SPSS how we are going to perform chi-square test. So I have one data over here in which I have two variables as I have discussed. Both of them are categorical variables. One is gender and another is newspaper. In values, I let you know that for one I have taken male and two for female, right? And then for different set of newspaper, I have taken one for Dainik Jagran, two for Hindustan, three for Times of India, four for Economic Times, five for Amar Ujala. Now let us see how we are going to perform chi-square test or test of association between both of the categorical variables. One thing I would like to let you know that this test only tells that whether there is any association between both of the variables or not. It is not going to let you know that how much association they have. So how to do it? Let's see. We have to go in analyze, and then we have to come in descriptive statistics, and then we have to select crosstab. In crosstab, there are few windows. So in left window, there both variables you can see over here. So for gender, you can put in the right side window, and newspaper you can put in column in the right side window. In any column you can put both of them, there is no problem. And then in statistics you have to select chi-square test and then phi Kramer's V, and then continue, then cells observed. You can also take expected if you want, and then continue. Then you have to click OK. So now you see that these are the tables generated, in which in the first table, that is case processing summary, we have n, that means valid number of cases, that are 113, right? So there is no missing case. As n is 0, it shows that there is no missing case in our data. Now we come to cross tabulation. So individual for female, how many of them they use Amar Ujala, Dainik Jagran, Economic Times, right? Everything is there in gender newspaper cross tabulation. Through this you can have beautiful information summarized over here. Now we come to chi-square test table. So here the Pearson chi-square test value is 44.197 with 4 degrees of freedom. And always remember, always keep in mind that there should be no cell less than expected count of 5, right? In order to get normality, you should have no cell which have expected count less than 5. So that particular condition is being met here. Now we are going to see that in case of two-sided test, our significant value, that is p value, is 0.000, which is less than 0.05. So we can say that there is an association between the gender and preferred Indian newspaper, right? So we are going to accept this null hypothesis that there is association with gender and preferred Indian newspaper, because we have the value, and that is significant because it is the p value is less than 0.05. So that is how we perform chi-square test or test of association using SPSS. It is very beautiful technique through which we can find out the association between two categorical variables. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope so that you must have understood the concept of chi-square test and how to perform chi-square test using SPSS. Thank you.